Thanks for joining us on National Focus. I'm Jarna Hector. Coming up, IICA trains producer groups to govern their affairs, sports, agriculture and tourism, the focus for Soufriere constituency, and the tourism minister reports on the past financial year. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this.
Think water, think life. Water refreshes, restores, cleans and enhances growth. Potable water is a benchmark for development. DOWASCO is serious about its mandate to ensure easy access to potable water island-wide and provide sewage services for a cleaner environment. DOWASCO is your water and sewage company.
Thanks for staying with us. The Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, IICA, conducted a two-day workshop aimed at assisting smallholder and producer groups to improve governance in their organizations. The workshop, which is funded by the European Union Intra-Agricultural Policy Program, or APP, ultimately seeks to improve livelihoods of small farmer groups and agro-processors and improve their capacity to engage with potential markets and exploit opportunities. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Harold Geist, addressed the workshop's opening ceremony on Monday.
Farmer groups enables the organization that is formed as a result to upscale, both in terms of volume, consistency and quality, and also to upgrade their operations to meet required SPS standards. A small farming business having been formed then requires an organizational structure and rules of procedures and bylaws and accountability processes and mechanisms that are critical to achieving success in agribusiness. Too often, there are groups that do not understand or do not want to comply to any laws or any rules. And the group suffer, production suffers as a result of the lack of an understanding of members.
The workshop is a follow-up of a previous one on producer enterprise groups and the network governance and dynamics held in St. Vincent. Over the past 2 days, producers were taught the fundamentals of good governance within an organization. Lead facilitator was Sandra Ferguson of Grenada.
There are 3 broad objectives. For those of you who have been through the program, it will be a reminder, and for those of you who might be doing it for the first time, it's about understanding the fundamentals of good governance within an organization, understanding the role and functions of the board of directors and the membership of the organization, and obtaining some skills and tools to apply that would contribute to enhancing participation of the membership and enhancing the governance of the organization, so that ultimately your organization can be that vehicle which helps you to achieve those goals of improving incomes and livelihoods, contributing to the development of the agricultural sector and to national development as a whole.
The workshop concluded on Tuesday. In more news, the Soufriere constituency has been recognized for years as one of the major fishing hubs in Dominica, but newly elected Honorable Parliamentary Representative for that constituency, Denise Charles, envisions sports, agriculture and tourism as additional pillars of growth for her constituency. Honorable Charles gave her support to the 2016-2017 budget and presented her goals for the Soufriere constituency. She was elated by the $10 million and $15 million special loan facilities at the Aid Bank for Agriculture and Tourism.
These are timely injections, Madam Speaker, especially given the exciting projects in the Soufriere constituency. Over the last few weeks, I have met with farmers, and I will continue to meet with other interest groups who are eager about expanding agriculture in our constituency. Further in this fiscal year, 6 fishing boats will be handed to young fishermen who are serious about the trade. And plans are also in place to build a shed for fisher folks in Point Michel.
She used the opportunity to assure farmers and the fisher folk of the St. Mark's Cooperative that she will be working closely with them to strengthen agriculture and fisheries in her constituency. Honorable Charles stated that the $15 million loan facility available at 3% interest with a grace period of a year is unheard of in the Caribbean region.
I am truly excited about Wakot-led Jungle Bay and Petit Colibri, both for the short-term and long-term jobs that they will create. But most importantly, I look forward in helping existing small business owners expand and the creation of new businesses so that my people can benefit from the spillovers of these investments. There will be a great focus on training, both in skills training and managing a small business, and also upgrading our attraction sites as part of the plan of continuing to transform Soufriere into a tourism mecca in Dominica.
Honorable Charles echoed this government's commitment to continuously seek solutions to the challenges facing locals. She reminded nationals that the onus is on them to meet their objectives and support the growth of the nation by supporting local. The Soufriere MP used the platform to highlight sports in her constituency.
As we are blessed with many outstanding athletes in cricket, football, volleyball, and other sporting disciplines. Consequently, I shall be knocking on the doors of the Minister of Sports and Prime Minister to get our share to upgrade our playing fields and build out new courts. And I have no doubt that I shall receive the assistance. Sports remains an effective strategy at curbing juvenile behavior, and I'm pleased with the announcement of the proposed improvement to the Massac basketball court. I hope to replicate that idea in due time.
Meanwhile, Honorable Charles revealed additional infrastructural work to begin in her constituency.
Lands is already in the process in acquiring lands in Galio to build a much anticipated multi-purpose center for recreation, training, and other events.
Honorable Minister for Sports, Justina Charles, says projects put off due to diverted funds last year will resume in this financial year. The National Stadium is on that list. In May, a $400,000 contract was signed for repairs to the roof of the Winter Park Sports Stadium, but the work was delayed.
We are trying as much as possible to see if we can welcome cricket into Dominica again next year. So, Madam Speaker, we have to make sure that we can maintain the stadium to that level. We will also see, Madam Speaker, the scoreboard. We saw in the budget that we have $1,387,000 for the purchase of a new scoreboard. Our scoreboard now is 9 years old. And you know, Madam Speaker, with the rapid change in technology, it can become obsolete very fast and problematic, Madam Speaker. And so we will be purchasing a new scoreboard for the stadium.
Maintenance parts and equipment for the stadium was shipped from China and should already be on island. A technical team is also training locals in the upkeep of the facility. Also this year, $1.3 million has been identified for the purchase of a new scoreboard to replace the existing 10-year-old one.
Our scoreboard now is 9 years old. And you know, Madam Speaker, with the rapid change in technology, it can become obsolete very fast and problematic, Madam Speaker. And so we will be purchasing a new scoreboard for the stadium.
In more sports news, government intends to erect a national fitness center.
All of the gym equipments are there, so we need to build the structure to place them in it. And we are hoping, Madam Speaker, that the private sector can own up and come up and partner with us for the operation of this gym facility.
The MASAC hard court will be covered in this financial year at a cost exceeding $600,000. The project is in the design phase. 5 playing fields were on the agenda to be lit based on an assessment of 24 playing fields in 2015. Those projects were temporarily paused but are now back on stream. The Dominica Lotteries Commission is footing the $750,000 bill.
The Lotteries Commission have already paid the amount of money that was required for the shipping of the equipment, and I can say to you that the equipment have been shipped from China. So they should be on island soon, and as soon as they come in, I think the Solaris people have given us the commitment that as soon as the things arrive, they will be on island to begin work. And the work should not take more than 2 months for completion from speaking with the Solaris people.
The Viecas, Jolly John, Thibault, La Plaine and Geneva playing fields were selected. The projects within the Ministry of Sport this year will be largely financed by the Citizenship by Investment program, which the Honorable Sports Minister describes as a blessing. You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
Introducing the Government of Dominica Internal Directory mobile app, available for download from the Google Play Store, One Mobile Market and the Government of Dominica's website. Access to all ministries and sub-departments' phone, email and office addresses and websites. Simply select a ministry and the sub-department. You can dial directly from the app or save the numbers to your phone contacts. It's convenience at your fingertips.
Is my passport ready for pickup? Good. It really works.
Download the Government of Dominica Internal Directory mobile app today.
Welcome back. Members of the Starlight Sports Club have joined the local business community and regional organizations in the ongoing renovation project at the Operation Youthquake. The Operation Youthquake is a non-profit organization working with troubled and displaced young people between the ages of 12 and 18. Over the past few months, the organization has embarked on a major remodeling and roof renovation project with support from the Government of Dominica, the Rotary Club, the IICA Juvenile Justice Reform Project, and the local business community.
On completion of the expansion, the remodeling, whereas we could only accommodate 12 young persons, we will now be able to accommodate 18. We will be able to accommodate 4 females and 14 males. So that is what we are hoping to accomplish when the building is completely finished.
Last weekend, members of the Starlight Sports Club played their part in the renovation efforts.
We decided to undertake this project as one of our community projects. Starlight Sports Club have always prided itself on being involved in social activities and helping the less fortunate. As you know, Lennox is the director of Operation Youthquake and a founding member of Starlight Sports Club. And whenever there's an opportunity to assist, we volunteer. After the renovation of the roof, Lennox said he wanted to paint and was suggesting that the club could actually come in and help in the painting. So we decided to come in today. We have a number of our players are here, a number of our players donated paints, and we are just trying to contribute to the effort.
The club, which has been in existence for over 2 decades, has played an active part in youth development, including the donation of uniforms to sports clubs, and Captain Bruno has vowed to undertake additional projects. Meantime, the renovation of the Operation Youthquake is slowly winding down with electricals, plumbing and tiling left. The juveniles are temporarily housed at the former Eden Garden guest house, and if all goes as planned, they should be back at the remodeled facility by month's end.
We are hoping that other persons would come on board so that we can get this project completed by August 31st to 2016, so we can resettle the young people back in our facility so that when school reopens, they will be back in their new facility, and hopefully we will continue from there.
In more news, the Honorable Minister for Tourism, Senator Robert Tong, says his ministry was quite busy marketing the destination this past financial year. He described some familiarization trips facilitated in that period.
These trips allows a country to to get positive publicity. The entity, which is like the Discover Dominica Authority, invests time and money to bring these journalists to a country and also photographers. We hosted 28 press trips over the last year. This includes persons from the Toronto Star, Island Magazine, the Insider Magazine, the Daily Mirror, the Daily Telegraph, the Duke and Dive Magazine, the German Hiking Magazine and Association. There were 7 familiarization trips during the year, including James Keane from In Travel from the UK. This as a result of this In Travel right now, we're selling a 3-day add-on package to the Antigua, essentially a manifestation of twin center option for the UK. This is also known as multi-island tourism. Another farm meaning familiarization trip, was hosted with aquatic sales out of the US, as 9 dive shop operators got the opportunity to experience the destination product and be in a better position to sell Dominica to the other dive destinations. I could go on and on. These visits contributed to numerous stories published across various source markets.
He says more than 475 stories were written worldwide in 2015 about the island's tourism products, 250 more than in 2014. The Tourism Ministry saw the Discover Dominica Authority become a gold member of CLEAR, a global network of travel agents with exclusive access to cruise lines and agents.
It gives us access to over 500 cruise executives. CLEAR, again, we are now gold members of there, which allows us to access 62 member cruise lines, 275 executive partners, 20,000 travel agents, and over 30,000 travel agent members around the world. As part of our membership, we're able to actually do webinars, at least 6 a year, which will allow us to push and promote and explain Dominica to over 500 persons at a time.
Senator Tong revealed in his report that marketing representatives employed to sell the destination in their corners of the world have been reviewed and some replaced.
What we want is the best possible results for our hoteliers. If our hoteliers don't make as much money as possible, they're going to have issues. So we care about it. Right now, you have 6 reps who are in Dominica as you speak, engaging with the hoteliers. We had a rep farm forum, which started on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I met with them and I told them the vision of what we want, and they truly understand what we want. So we have new reps for the United States. We have new reps. We have a rep for Canada for the first time. We have the same rep for United Kingdom because they were doing a good job. We have a new rep for France. The French West Indies are right next to us. We had no reps. We now have reps for Guadeloupe and Martinique, again to improve on the results of our people in Dominica. We also have new reps for Germany. We're also going to rebrand because the way...
The Honourable Minister says tough requirements have been imposed on those representatives.
I've actually said to them at point blank, we expect certain results and there are going to be certain benchmarks. If you do not meet the benchmarks, we will change you. The people, I'm talking about the market reps in USA, Toronto, France. Our stakeholders need better results, and we are committed to improving on them day in, day out.
We'll bring you more from that report in a subsequent newscast. And 2 communities, Pennville in the north and Castlebruce in the south, exploded in festivities over the weekend as the Catholic community celebrated their village feasts. The Honourable Minister for Planning, Economic Development and Investment, Dr. John Colin McIntyre, who is currently Acting Prime Minister, also attended the event. He addressed the constituents at Sunday's Mass on behalf of their parliamentary representative.
When I spoke with him this morning, he asked that I convey to you all that Of course, he had to go away because he has to attend to state business overseas and trying to raise resources to run this country, which is a tremendous job for him. And you know, if he was here today, he would be here because Penville is very, very dear to his heart. Yeah, very dear to his heart. And when we discussed and he mentioned, and Father, this is not a political meeting, but I must explain the Prime Minister's thoughts today. When he mentioned to me that his support base here, it is tremendous. And I'd like you to keep him in your prayers.
The acting Prime Minister also urged the farmers of Penville to take advantage of the $10 million special loan facility recently placed at the Aid Bank for Agriculture. Meantime, in Castle Bruce, Honorable Minister for Agriculture and the Member of Parliament for Castle Bruce, Johnson Drago, was joined by others. The Honorable Minister for Public Works, Miriam Blanchard, Honorable Minister for Youth, Sports and Constituency Empowerment, Justina Charles, Honorable Minister for Health, Dr. Kenneth Daru, the Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, Francine Barron, and Honorable Minister for Education and Human Resource Development.
Praise the Lord for his good, for his mercy endures forever.
Honorable Johnson Drago made presentations to 3 parishioners, centenarian Virginia Perkett, who is 103, 99-year-old Elizabeth Joseph, and manager of the Castle Bruce branch of the National Cooperative Credit Union, Jacqueline Roberts. Coming up, your Creole highlights with McPherson St. Luce.
Alors tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole, non moins c'est McPherson St. Louis. Premièrement, Premier ministre Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerritt, qui a applaudi le gouvernement pour présenter un budget par peuple Dominique, ça fait plaisir consultation qui détient tout l'année là. Selon Honorable Skerritt, le gouvernement toujours qu'à joindre et puis secteur privé, secteur public là et général, pour un challenge et puis recommandation audio. Le gouvernement créé programme et puis projet qui mettait un budget pour adresser ça. Le Premier ministre a dit gouvernement avant pratiquement engager moun et puis budget, c'est là il présentait moun actuellement savent sa quitté à dingue. Le Premier ministre Skerritt a aussi applaudi le gouvernement, manière finance pays à dépenser, et aussi bien plaît que European Union, IMF a permis d'autres applaudi le gouvernement pour manière pays à courir. À la nouvelle, un workshop qui mettait attention à ces manières pour conduire l'organisation agricole prend place en Dominique pour 2 jours semaine cela. IICA en collaboration et puis ministre agriculture organisé workshop là qui prend place en NDFD en Roseau. Officier IICA Sandra Ferguson facilité workshop là. Pour mon secrétaire ministre agriculture Harold Giss adressé cérémonie pour ouvrir workshop là.
Une réunion avec IICA, avec organisation agriculture qui prend place aujourd'hui. Ça qu'a fait, c'est encourager les habitants qui ont planté différents produits pour venir ensemble pour faire développer un groupe d'organisation. Avec ces organisations, là où fait et ni pour nous manière pour ça gouverner comment bagay ka marcher. Comme ça il y a l'organisation c'est même organisation pas qu'à comprendre qui manière pour gouverner les affaires yo. Comme ça il management il aussi pour gouverner. Et aujourd'hui il y a étudier comment pour gouverner l'organisation.
Participants apprendre rôle travail organisation.
Comme ça, c'est mon qui apprend qui ça qui est un board of directors. Qui ça board of directors là qui supposé faire. Qui ça président board of directors là qui est responsable. Et aussi comment treasurer et mon qui a occupé manière l'argent en organisation. Qui ça yo ka fait comment yo ka fait. Comme ça c'est mon si vous n'avez pas venu avec commencer à couiller mon nom, il pas qu'à fier. C'est mon nom qui travaille pays là. Parce qu'il fait il y a longtemps ces organisations ça il a croisé. Parce qu'il fait il y a des membres organisation pas comprendre qui ça treasurer a fait, pas comprendre qui ça président a fait. Et bien yo même pas même comprendre qui pouvoir yo même ni en organisation parce que c'est eux qui a fait organisation. Pour ça c'est eux qui ni pour venir devant et parler mettre point yo devant et déchiffrer comment yo aller ranger ça fait yo. Comme ça c'est ça workshop là qu'a parler aujourd'hui.
La nouvelle, un workshop régional qui a mis attention à CCNCDs qui a en place en Dominique semaine là. Plusieurs participants tout pays région là qui attendaient workshop des jours là où d'ailleurs qui tapé traitement manière pour combattre CNCDs, ça c'est maladie comme pissadou et maladie comme ça. Par où Kawan si pour workshop cela. En même temps, permanent secrétaire en ministre santé Helen Roye, représenté ministre santé honorable Dr. Kenneth Darum en cérémonie pour ouvrir workshop là aujourd'hui.
Aujourd'hui, c'est le premier jour des jours workshop, nous avons regional workshop Dominique. Et puis ça c'est Pan American Health Organization qui a organisé et puis Ministry Santé Dominique. Et puis workshop ça c'est un workshop pour train monde qui déjà yo pas que master trainer, yo déjà train yo comment pour mettre programme en place pour aider monde pour point pour yo même manager CNCDs. Et puis quand on ça CNCDs ça c'est bagaille comme cancer, diabetes, blood pressure. Ces problèmes ça sont problèmes qui global tout pays. So en région là nous avons Mounhod Antigua, nous avons Grenade, nous avons Saint Kitts, nous avons Barbade et puis Dominique et puis OK si pour des jours pour continuer garder plan nous Dominique pour CNCD plan de différents countries pays caribéens là et puis pour nous voir qui est nous en commun.
Si le permanent secrétaire Roye ces pays qui travaillent ensemble pour adresser mauvais maladies cela.
Puisque si vous réalisez que tout problème nous et puis CNCD, ça c'est chronic diseases, c'est le même problème tout ce restant de pays là et puis nous pièces pas tout ça nous besoin pour nous gommer et puis gros problème ça là ça. So ça nous a fait un regional approach, tout le monde en région là, tout le monde qui a ces problèmes ça là nous casser ensemble et puis voir comment nous ça mettre bagaille en place pour aider les monde. Parce que comme on dit les mots qu'a parlé nous, ça, ministère là, ça va nous support, gouvernement ça va nous support, nos docteurs ça parle de mon compte CNCDs, nous pas de programme, mais juste mon même point responsabilité pour santé pour occuper quoi il peut faire personne parce que ça nous a pour bon de toi l'année c'est nous n'avons pas de monde qui ni diabète, ni blood pressure, oui mais là il pas qu'à payer, il free. Mais en même temps, là, si vous allez à la case, vous voyez une patch tablette pas qu'à point. So, ces programmes, ça, là, ça, nous avons train mon et puis Dominique fait bien bon déjà parce que depuis qu'il fait premier master training l'année passée, team nous même Dominique, nous et puis différents monde santé, yo même déjà commencé ni training.
Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelles créole pour à présent. Non moins c'est McPherson Luce. Au revoir.
Before we leave, an announcement from the Ministry of Education and Human Resource Development. The Embassy of the Government of Mexico is advising of a call for scholarships and scholarships for special programs for 2017 in the following areas: specialization, postgraduate studies, doctorate degree, graduate research, postdoctoral research, and research degrees. Interested persons may visit our website's announcement page, news.gov.dm. Coming up next, today's tip. Walking more, whether it's for work or leisure, is an easy way to be more active without trying too hard. Setting yourself a target of walking 10,000 steps a day can be a way of increasing the amount of physical activity that you do. It adds up to about 5 miles each day for most people, which surpasses the standard 30 minutes of daily exercise. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. Live streaming is also available on our YouTube channel 24 hours a day. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Jarna Hector. Thank you for watching and join us again next time on National Focus.